책마마
78번째 이야기.
The Barberpapa's Winter. It was Christmas Eve.
와우. 빅, 빅. 빅, 빅.
Big presents.
빅 present.
The Barberpapas were sleeping quietly. They didn't hear anyone coming with their presents.
별이 떠 있네요.
산타 할아버지는 밤에 다니시기 때문에 그래요.
맞아요.
But in the morning there were presents for everyone. Barbara Ball received some paint and brushes. Baba Lala got the cello she had always wanted. Baba Bella was delighted with some costume jewelry. 다 각자 자기가 원하는
맞아요.
선물들을 받았어요. Chemistry set for Baba Bright, some books for Baba Lee,
바바루.
and a bicycle for Baba Bravo, and a huge box for Baba Ju. Baba Ju는 뭐 받았어? 아, 커다란 상자? 저기 뭘까? 궁금하다. It was so big they couldn't
문으로 들어갈 수 없네요.
even pass through the
뚜껑을
door
열었어요.
with it. They had to go by way of the roof. Babaju was overwhelmed with joy. He had been wanting some more birds to keep his pet toucan company. 아, 어마어마하게 많은 새들을 선물 받았구나. There was a great problem immediately. Those tropical birds were used to warm weather. They suffered terribly from the cold. Something had to be done to keep them comfortable. 이렇게 열대에서 더운 지역에서 사는 새들인데 추우니까 당연히 문제가 생기겠지?
그렇죠.
They need some sweaters for the time being, but a more present solution was urgent. Permanent solution was urgent. 아무리 따뜻하게 해준다 하더라도 불가능할 거예요. The birds seemed to enjoy a place by the fire. So that meant cutting some firewood. However, the inhabitants of the forest did not agree with cutting down so many trees. 에휴, 나무를 또 너무 많이 베는 것도 문제가 되고. A better solution was required. Baba Bright thought up plan for modern electric central heating system. There was not time to waste. The winter was cold and very snowy. 눈도 많이 오고 너무 추워서 지체할 시간이 없었죠. According to Baba Bright's marvelous plan, the flow of the lever would turn his water wheel and that in turn would work the generator. This would produce electricity. 물레방아 같은 이렇게 전기를 만드는 걸 만들었네요. With the power of his electricity, he blew hot air into the room where the birds were. The machine worked very well at first. 뜨거운 바람 넣어주겠다는 그런 의미였네요. Unfortunately, he hadn't considered the possibility that the lever could freeze. They tried a wind-driven generator for a while, but they knew that the wind didn't blow all the time. 결국에는 뭐 해결이 잘 좀 안 됐던 것 같아요. They kept the propeller of the wind machine turning with some difficulty while they installed a solar power system to prop it when the sun was shining. Now they had three systems: water power, wind power, and solar power. 세 가지의 에너지를 이용해서 전기를 만들려고 했나 봐요. Well, on a cold, cloudy, windless day, they could generate electricity with their own methods. The way to generate power is simply to turn the machine. A bicycle could turn it too. 자, 이렇게 자전거를 타면서 전기를 생산하는 그런 또 시스템이네요. Whew, I'm hot after all that cycling, declared Barbara Lee. Maybe the birds could generate their own electricity. Of course, she was joking. The birds couldn't do that. Barbara Jew, I'm sorry, said Barbara Papa, but these birds have to go back to their homeland in Africa. 그래요. 원래 고향으로 돌려보내주는 게 가장 좋은 방법이겠죠? Barbara Papa and Barbara Mama led the birds on a strange migration south to a sunny, gentle climate where those birds belonged. 그래서 결국에는 이제 여행을 떠나기로 한 거죠. It was time to say goodbye. Barbara Jew was crying. 자, 이제 작별의 시간이 되었고 눈물이 났어요. And to make things worse, it looked as though his faithful toucan would also want to stay with the other birds, although the toucan had not come from Africa. Oh, Barbara Jew was happy again. The toucan decided to come home with them. Okay, of course, Barbara Jew had to have another Christmas present. And what do you think he got? 과연? Some fine new animal friends. Perhaps they were more ordinary than his exotic birds, but they were all comfortable in the climate where the Barbara Papa lived. The end.